Oh, hello. It looks like I spotted Key Lady early gang members. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, so glad everyone is, well, so glad everyone's going to hopefully show up today. Oh, how you been, Keeley, mate? You all right? You had a good day so far? Okay, good so far. Right. We'll just bring the thing down a little minute. Let's bring it down. Hello there, good sir. Oh, bear with me just a moment. Just adjusting things. Oh, how are we doing? You okay, mate? Ooh. Quickly adjust my scenery backdrop a minute. There we go. Casting crew is in effect. Let's make sure all the settings are probably. I just went on break at work. It's been busy. Oh, okay. Gift card season. Is that a particularly busy time of day for you then? Or time of year, sorry, I should say. Yeah, I've not long been back from work myself. Pretty mental today, to say the very least. Just wait for a few more people to drop by, then we'll start proceedings. Hello, Glenn. What's up, my friend? How you going? How's your day been, my friend? Ooh. My store alone sold up. Blinking Nora, that's a lot of gift cards. Sheesh. 40k in gift cards. My goodness. That's absolutely nuts. I just can't get that number out of my head. How on earth does one company sell for over 40,000 in gift cards? That's mental. What's my little Webble doing that? There we go. Oh. Make sure you get yourselves all nice and comfortable. Oh. Speaking of Keeley, you might appreciate this one. Oh, and that's just one in our district up. Oh, damn. So, yeah, if you guys made 40,000, gee, I don't dread to think what the other guys made. This one you might approve of, Keeley. Pokemon Cookbook. Of course, the Chef Keeley will appreciate the cookbook. I haven't actually had a good chance to look through this just yet, so this could be interesting to start cooking from. Let's just pick a page at random here, see what they've got in there. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't seem like a too bad a recipe, to be fair. I mean, I'm sure we can make it out there. Breloom spring rolls. Just one of many things you could potentially have. Let's see. Well, oh, I thought spotted something that my beloved Cherry might like. Dodene ramen, anyone? Seems rather delicious. Yeah, sharp take my money. Yep, spot on the money there, mate. I mean, I'm admittedly, for those of you who might not be aware, I'm pescatarian myself. However, I mean, just to put that in perspective, I mean, I'm gonna have a good look through this book particularly, but immediately there are things that are really standing out to me. Hello, Cherry, welcome in. Thank you very much for stopping by. Oh. Be sure to hit that like button as you're coming in. It really helps push the stream out. And if you have got communities, feel free to share those out as well. Want to see as many people in there as possible. Lynn, welcome in. Thank you very much. Thank you for showing up. How are you doing? Incineroar sandwich needs some of those hot sauce. Yeah, I mean, considering some of the hot sauces that you've been posting in the Discord, yeah, I can. Yeah, some of those sauces would probably make it OTK's Incineroar, I think. I would be almost certainly being knocked out straight away in one hit from those hot sauces. I can tolerate my hot sauces. Do like me some hot sauces. Yeah, Cherry, bless her. We try. I'm just trying to think. I think we had some. I can't remember. Didn't we have some other hot, spicy? Didn't we have a curry once, and it was literally almost burn your mouth off level? I'm getting emphatic nods from the corner over there. Oh. My tolerance is so low now because my younger. Ah, I see. So I'm guessing their tolerance is probably through the roof now, right? Also, just as a matter of curiosity, if you're starting them off on the spicy stuff now, what are you starting them on? I'm just curious, just really curious. Just as people are coming in, I'm just going to briefly show some of the bits and pieces that we got access to for Christmas, including this absolute heft of a Funko Pop Slowpoke. He's got a bit of a heft to him. Just look at his absolute majesticness. We have got Slowpokeception going on. Must confess, I mean, the eyes are a little bit hypnotic, almost. Put you down there. Oh, ginormous. Oh. Let's quickly sort my settings out there a minute. Do excuse me. Excuse fingers if you can see them. There we go. I was like, blimey. Ghost, oh my. Rare Candy, welcome in, my friend. I'm doing very well, my friend. How are you? Have you had a good day, my friend? Oi, oi, where he is. Welcome in, Pokemon trainer Mike, my friend. And of course, I'll tip my hat to every single one of you that's showed up so far. Welcome in, my friends. Mike, you'll appreciate this. I've just been showing the guys who are currently here at the minute the absolute deliciousness of the Pokemon cookbook. Just look at that majesticness right there. And how's your day been, Mike? You been doing all right, my friend? Just going to flip to a page randomly because there are some bits I haven't even looked at yet. Hey, there we go. And some more delicious menus. I'm not sure what this is because obviously I can't see my camera at this precise second. Look at that gloriousness. What was that? Oh, okay, roasted cauliflower. Although I think I might have just found my next recipe I might try out now. Tofu swadloon leaves, anyone? Not 100% sure. This says here, delicious recipes inspired by Pikachu and friends. Doesn't actually specify a specific region. I think it's pretty much all of them. At least I believe most of them anyway. Favorite flavors inspired by regions in the Pokemon world? Yeah, I'm guessing it's literally any region, I would imagine. Oh. Make sure you guys have a lovely beverage, of course. Set yourselves in. I, of course, have my delicious cup of tea ready and waiting to go. Oh, there we go. Of course. Oh. A salute to all of you at this end of year. Oh, delightful. So, I've got a question for every single one of you so far. Card Captain Deli, hello. How are you? Welcome in. I tip my hat to you. So, the question I have for all of you to start things off. What are we most thankful for this year? Glad to hear you well. Yeah, so that's the question. So, what are we all thankful for this year? I myself, I'm thankful for as much as it's very bit cliche maybe, but I'm legitimately serious. I'm thankful for every single one of you who's subscribed to my channel this year. Jane, hello. Thank you very much for stopping by. Tip my hat for you. How are we doing? You okay? Yes, I'm absolutely thankful for every single one of you And yes, to Cherry's point. So I think we've been in a house for about 2 months now, give or take. But we're going to start in earnest decorating the place in the next month or so. Maybe over the course of this year, we're going to start properly decorating the place. So hopefully, by the time, you never know, end of year next year, this place might be a little bit more spruced up. So just excuse the paint job. Oh, bless you. Yeah, there was an awful lot of cough and colds going around at this time of year. Just make sure you take plenty of vitamin C and all that good stuff. Get yourself stocked up on all of that good stuff. Ooh. Ooh, do excuse me. Not long ago, been finished from work. The amazing friends I've made in this community, I consider some of my family and my wife and kids keep me grounded. And mate, perfect. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, that statement. Fully respect that, Keeley, man. Yeah, exactly. This community, I mean, only being in it for the best part of what? Ooh, well, just from being a content creating side of things for about what? Little under a year now. Yeah, this is the best community out there. I cannot stress that enough. I'm thankful for every single one of you, as is Cherry as well. Yeah, this journey's been nothing short of amazing so far. I mean, and to think where I started at the beginning of the year, I mean, thank you again. So if you haven't already seen my most recent video, oh, is that a wild Brad I see just appearing? Hello. And my first video was about 9 months ago. Yeah, 9 months ago. Yeah. So this last 9 months, thank you, Keeley, has been nothing short of a whirlwind of emotions. Truth be told, I did not think that I would be here at the end of the year chatting with all of you guys, discussing how the year has been and what we're thankful for. So, bottom of my heart, thank you, every single one of you. The man to my electric, Bradley. I take it you liked my my little post that I put in the Discord the other night, then. The fate of my Cade. So, yeah, I thought you might. I don't know where it came from either. I just had a bit of a weird moment of inspiration, and I just had to make it. And you know what? Just think, I'll see if I can. If you bear with me just a brief minute, let's see if I can find it. Let's quickly get this up and running. That's whether it will turn on, of course. There we go. Let's get it powered up for a minute. Oh. How's your days been, guys? You had a good day, Mike? Brad, sorry. As well as Mike, of course. Make sure you guys get a nice drink of and beverage, of course. Also, not sure if he's going to be lurking just yet, but if Potts shows up, just give me a little cue, give me a little heart emoji, or put some hearts in the chat or something like that, and I will grab this. Bear me just 1 second. Found a contraption. Yes, I know, Norton. There we go. Marvelous. Great, Mike. What is that? I'm pretty sure this I got off Amazon. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, it comes literally. That's, I might even have the box here somewhere. Yeah, here we are. So literally got this off Amazon. It contains everything I needed. The basic microphone comes with this one that I'm wearing right now, 2 lapel clips, the little device that plugs into my phone so it can actually pick up the microphone. Comes with all of that. I think it's about 10, 15 quid, give or take. So for those who weren't, I'm wondering what I was talking about with Mike and the guys just now. So I had a moment of inspiration. So so we have a little gaff that goes on in the in our Discord server. Mike Tyson lotion was a thing that appears in the PokerCast with Brad and Mike. Funnily enough, both of those are the hosts in the chat. So if you haven't checked out that podcast, please do check it out. And one of the ongoing skits is the Mike Tyson lotion. And I had a moment of inspiration middle of last night. I kind of had to make something. I don't know what came over me, but I think it's rather good. Right, that's more than enough of that. It was too good not to make. I couldn't help myself. I just had to make it. And of course, some in our chat, we have some also very fabulous content creators as well. I've got Multibrad X here, the absolute master of Slay the Spire, whose live streams I've been very much enjoying over this last couple of months. Mate, I've been thoroughly enjoying watching your streams as well, to the point where I've been trying to improve myself on Slay the Spire. I mean, of course, last week I think it was, completing my first run on that. Super hyped for that, by the way. Mate, Mr. President and I thank you for accepting us in the stream. And what was that? You asked me a question just now. What's the favourite card you've pulled this year? Well, so I think some of you know what it is. However, let me see if I can find him in here. No, it's not that one. It's an absolute menagerie in here. Yes, there it is. There it is. Confused hat noises. Right. Of course, I think my most favourite card I pulled this year, with absolute no doubt in my mind at all, was the gold Gardevoir that we pulled at Birmingham Comic Con live on stream, without a doubt. I mean, I still have exceedingly fond memories of pulling that live. This isn't leaving my collection like ever. What? Oh yeah, without doubt. I mean, my hands were shaking for the best part of almost the rest of the stream as soon as we pulled it. Thank you very much, Jane. Yeah. In fact, that particular short for the Mega Gardevoir, as I last checked, was about 2,800 views most recently. So, and some can still hear the echoes of the excitement to this day. You are not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Yeah, truth be told, after that stream, a couple of the guys who were nearby, what's been one of your favourite events to attend? Oh, now that is a tough one. That is actually a really tough one. As weird as it might be, well, I say weird. So we have a local, we have another local streamer nearby to us in the local area who regularly attends local marketplaces to, as a vendor, sells cards a lot. In fact, he's been hosting for the last couple of years now, I think. Amazing goal. Yeah, absolutely. Vigardi, chef's kiss. But yes, the event in question that I'm talking about was an event called, what was it now? It was hosted by a creator called Cider Poker Guy. And if you haven't checked him out, by the way, he, as much as I don't use Whatnot all that often, he's probably one of the very few sellers I would trust on Whatnot to to be trustworthy. His deals are phenomenal. And anyway, long story short, I got into contact with him and asked if I could just do a little pop-up live stream just to obviously help him advertise the event, do what have you. He was more than accommodating. Really nice guy to work with. Walked around the event, did I think it was a couple of months ago. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite events, purely because of the fact it was a local card event. Lots of everyone who just wanted to be there. No disingenuous individuals showing up and ruining the thing. It was just a really lovely event. If you are in the local area of Kent, by the way, and they do come up quite, I think, a few times a year, I would highly recommend coming to view those. But of course, although that being said, Canterbury Gaming Convention, I think, probably would have been not to be biased, because obviously it was my very first live stream ever, was at that event, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be asked to come back to that event next year. And heads up, there's going to be some fun things in the works. So keep an eye on the channel as the year goes on this coming year. There's going to be some fun things coming. But yes, Canterbury Gaming Convention was absolutely phenomenal. 2 days, and again, the host of the event and creator of the event. Oh, hello, Andrew. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Tip my hat to you. But yes, the Canterbury Gaming Convention was a really phenomenal event. I would happily recommend that as well. 2 days of absolute bliss, from everything from artists through to board games designers, through to Pokemon events, through to any other TCG you can think of as well. Flesh and Blood. Hello. So, for those who are not familiar, so Lindy Lou here is otherwise known as Mama Cherry. So everyone say hi to Mama Cherry in chat. I tip my hat to you. Have you had a good day? And yeah, so I would highly recommend. There we go. There we go. Hi, Bob. Hello, God's Misfit. Welcome in. Thank you very much. And thank you. Tip my hat to you, good sir. But yes, so every other card event you can think of, they were running. There was also running Lorcana. They were running all sorts. And to be fair, it was actually quite a surprising event, because we managed to get a voice actress from the Fallout games, believe it or not, as one of our hosts for the very first ever Pokemon card pack bingo. So that was very fun, which I then got to reiterate and redo again at Birmingham Comic Con with the Lorcana and Pokemon bingo. So that was really fun. I've also was advised a little while ago that the Pokemon pack bingo is going, if I get asked to come back to Comic Con again, which I believe they have asked. I think they might have asked me to come back once more, just to see if they can replicate the results, because it was a really well received event. So hopefully you might see another live stream again, or at the very least another video documenting the bingo. They've given us apparently they're giving us a rather big stage, apparently, from what they were saying, because the event was so well received. Thanks very much. So I'm hoping this year is going to be a rather fun one and very exciting one, I think, just for myself. Sorry, that was a whirlwind of me talking about myself there. Sorry, I do apologise. I do ramble a bit when I get excited about things. So as you're all here, I will just give you a brief, because we are going to be opening up some bits and pieces as well. So I have got access to a few little bits and pieces. Very busy, need to change my... That's all fine. Don't you worry. We'll always refer to you as Mama Cherry here. So we've got a couple of bits we can open up this evening. We're going to stagger it, just to obviously, keep the conversation flowing. Because ultimately, I'd like us to have a kick back, chill, a friendly chat and a natter, cup of tea, whatever your beverage or choice is. So we have got the lovely black and white mini tin here, which I must confess I didn't even realise I had until I was looking through my bits and pieces whilst I was trying to build a deck the other night. I must confess that was no easy task nowadays, building a deck. We have 2 of these lovely single check lane blisters here. A triple blister of Mega Evolution. And to top things off, a Phantasmal Flames ETB as well. this will be our finale of the night. So feel free to, if you can stick around until the end, feel free. But if not, no majors. You will be obviously be able to catch up later on when I upload the stream. And of course, one of the other things we got given this year, courtesy of the lovely Cherry in chat. So this absolute beauty of a present. So if you happen to come to any events in Kent and I happen to be nearby, just keep an eye out for this lovely signpost and feel free to stop by and say hi. Just look at that. It's absolutely beautiful stuff. Also, so shiny. Oh yes. Brad and Mike, also, just because we might not have been here when I showed them initially, giant poke pop. Look at his majesticness. Don't mind Poke, your number one Poke in the house, don't you worry. Oh. Mate, that would be an absolute dream of mine. If I ever got one of those buttons, that would be, mate, I do not know what I would do myself if I got one of those. And yes, he is. Slowpoke is the best boy. Although I must confess, sitting here like that, I kind of resemble myself to a Bond villain. Off for a bit to do some Valheim. Okay, good luck. In which case, best of luck. If you haven't watched those streams, by the way, if you ever get the chance to watch Brad play some Valheim, I'd highly recommend doing so. Very fun game. I sort of resemble a really lopsided Bond villain now at the minute. Just driving to the shop you are on your TV order. Oh, nice. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Some of the other bits and pieces that we guys to get access to is like Dr. Inspector Gadget. That is not a name I've heard in a long time. I used to love that show. Oh, mate. Inspector Gadget. Love that. Oh, I'm going to have to try and see if I can find clips about on YouTube later. Oh. So on that note, though, speaking on cartoons, what's everyone's favourite cartoon? Oh, look, it's the funny hat guy. Welcome in, Ostrich EX. Thank you very much for stopping by. Tip my hat to you. How are you doing? You all right? Oh. Also, just look at this absolutely majestic deck box. So we're starting off with the best boy. Let's bring that a bit closer to the camera there for you. Scooby-Doo, yep, true. I've been good just doing homework right now. Oh, okay. Awesome. What homework is it? Although if it's anything to do with maths, probably not the best idea to ask me. Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Lab. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Those are absolute belters. AP Euro. Oh, okay. Not entirely sure. I must admit, that's probably just me being dense and probably being exceedingly tired from work. Don't actually know what that one is, to be honest. Oops, quickly. Let me adjust that. What has everyone said? So, in which case then, so for that, someone who answers Scooby-Doo. So, here's my question for you. Original Scooby-Doo, or the ones where they've recently redone it, but when they had Plan B doing the intro music to it? Because I remember, because showing my age here, I remember the original ones before the one when they had Plan B doing the intro music to it. Well, no, not Plan B, Simple Plan, sorry. In American, we don't learn about other countries. Keeley, man, you're killing me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, goodness me. Don't learn about other countries, I ask you. Hey, do you actually play with TCG? Yes. So I'm actually relatively fresh to the TCG as a whole. So I'm not a complete stranger to TCGs. I have played a great number of them, as Cherry can attest. I think I've played everything through to Magic, through to Flesh and Blood, through to let's say, I think I haven't properly dabbled with Lorcana. Someone did attempt to show me how to play it, but I've never actually physically sat down and played a proper game of it. But I do play a bit. So I'm actually currently playing the Alakazam deck currently at the moment, which I'm hoping to build in paper. So hopefully in the future, once I've gotten the grips with a bit better, better software, better systems, once we've gotten the house a bit more decorated, hopefully in the not too distant future, I might be able to start doing some live TCG gameplay. Or at the very least, to do some deck techs. Because it's something I really want to do with the channel eventually, is to hopefully start doing a few more actual TCG bits besides product openings and things in between. Just want to make sure I get myself a bit better set up first. But yes, in answer to your question, I do play. Do you yourself play? I mean, that was made absolutely no sense. Do you play yourself as well? I had considered that. Yes, I do have a Discord. Just trying to think. I don't think I can easily post it in chat at the moment. I don't think, but I mean, I don't have a Discord server myself. Just to put that out there. So again, something in the future I would like to potentially try and set up is my own Discord, but want to try and get myself a bit more set up a bit properly first. I think. At least that's the plan, anyway. I mean, yeah, to be fair, Rare Candy also does do some live gameplay as well. I've just started playing the TCG. I'm working on learning so I can play the real. We've all, mate, perfect. I mean, we've all got to start somewhere. I mean, I only started properly going down to the local, our local card shop, properly playing. Must have been about 6 months ago to properly start playing in tournaments. I think. What did I play first? I think it was Archaludon. Candy has subbed to me. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, be sure to check out each other's channels in here. I can't stress that enough. But so I think the first deck I started playing down at the local card shop, I think, was Archaludon EX to start things off. Really, I must admit, I really love that deck. It just needs a bit more support. At least that's my opinion, anyway. We'll just quickly grab a bit of a. Don't mind me. If just as an FYI, I haven't actually eaten my. Hope you don't mind if I eat some little bit of my dinner because I'm a little bit on the peckish side. Just quickly, just I don't give you ASMR for a minute. This isn't one of those kinds of streams with ASMR dinners. I am in the United Kingdom, Ostrich. Yes, you did. Bless Cherry. She's on chef duties this evening. Oh no. ASMR Mad Hatter video. No, I don't want to divulge into one of those channels. I see too much of those on the old shorts view. Oh, cool. You're from Florida. Nice. So I just want to quickly double check. What sort of time is it over there for you guys right now? Just out of curiosity, I did try looking up the time zone thing so I could at least catch some more people. Because the last couple of times I've been streaming this part of this year, I think I've been. What was it now? Wasn't sure if this was a stream or one of those timers going off. Oh, okay. So 3:03, 2:00. Oh, okay. So it's not too bad. And 2:04 for you guys. Oh, nice. I must admit, I was kind of worried I was going to catch you guys at a really late, early, or rather early hours of the morning, because the last couple of times I've streamed 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, it's sort of really early hours in the morning for you guys. I was going to say, who was the chef for tonight? I mean, I was actually. That was Michael. Chef Mike. Brother, you're the one eating dinner. I haven't had lunch yet. I wish the time zones all one time. Yeah, maybe it's just, again, ignorance on my part, most likely, because again, I'm not used to American time zones all that much. I mean, is it just literally distance between states for you guys that indicates the time difference, or is it? I'm not 100% sure. So you're 6 hours ahead central where I'm at, 5 hours at East Coast. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. That makes a bit more sense now. Right. That makes sense. Got you. Yeah, I must confess the whole time zone thing was a bit confusing to me at first, but now you've explained it that way, that makes a lot more sense. Also, I struggle with maths is a bit of a weak spot of mine. Just going to pour a bit more tea. Ooh. I think in a moment we might open up the first couple of bits of product that we have available to us. Oh, and just for those who haven't seen it, yes, I am wielding a teapot and a cup. Absolutely, road to 500 subs is definitely a go. What you got to open today? Well, it's a few little bits, and yep, I must admit this is one of my. Oh, can't remember when did you get this from me? Must have been about a year or two ago now, wasn't it? I'm getting emphatic nods in the corner. Yeah, I got this. Bring it close to the camera for you. So it is very much a Alice in Wonderland teapot. One of my favourite presents I've ever been gifted. And yep, absolutely. So I can't encourage this enough. So if you are seeing new faces in here that you're not familiar with, absolutely do subscribe to each other. I can't recommend that enough. Every single person in here is a wonderful individual. So to start things off, we have got the black and white tin here, which I didn't even realise I had. 2 single check lane blisters of Mega Evolution. A triple pack blister of Mega Evolution. And the grand finale. Oh, this Phantasmal Flames ETB, which will be the last thing I open tonight before. It'll probably be the very last thing I open before the end of the stream today, most likely. Okay, I might have to borrow that phrase in future. In fact, I might even use that at work tomorrow, to be fair. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. Crumbs almighty. Be back in 15. Yep, no worries, my friend. I'll still be here. Right, as we're here, let's get this confounded tip. There you go, lovely. Right. So there we go. So just in case so how much did the ETB cost you? How much did I pay for it now? I think for UK prices, so I think it was about £49.99. So about 50 quid, which is about average for an ETB in the UK. It may be a little bit more if you were going for the Pokemon Center variants, but again, getting hold of those is like trying to find the Venus de Milo's arms, next to impossible to find, or the Statue of Liberty's gold teeth, whichever is more harder for you to find. So you've got come access to these little stickers as well. Beautiful stuff there. Let's get them out of the tin. So, and of course, 1 white flare and 1 black bolt. So, which one do you want me to open up first, guys? Oh, I'll leave the decision of which pack we open in your capable hands. What do we think? Damn, which prices were like that here? You haven't paid. Oh boy. 67, jeez. And Black Bolt? Okay, that's 1 for Black Bolt so far. So this is leaning like the contender so far. Okay, Cherry agrees with Black Bolt. Okay. Let me give it 1 or 2 more people just to see what people think. Give it a few more seconds when I'll go for the Black Bolt. Just pull a gob. It's just that easy, Keeley, isn't it? It's just that easy. Right, there we go. Black Bolt. All right. Yep. I think that settles it. I like both of you Nova Box Legends Vote. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's at the time when they initially released, it was a very underrated region, I reckon. So just in case you want the code cards there, let's hold on for a seconds for a little minute. Take your screenshots, whatever you need to do. Good luck to whoever gets that. And we are Gucci. Right, okay. So, water type energy. I must confess as well, I really love the energy design in this. Yeah, I really don't get it. And also, more to the point from a music aspect, I just absolutely adore the soundtrack. It's glorious. So we have water type energy there. Into Timber. That's going to put the cards down. Let's say then. Timber. Mana. Snivy. This one. We have a Pampor. Looks like Crocodile there. Yeah, I know that's not a God pack, Keeley. I'm just as sad as you are, man. Well, it happens to be that you and I are on the same page. I am also a Hoenn guy. In fact, that was my very first game that I picked up in terms of the Pokemon franchise before I went backwards and played every other one of them. Hoenn was the first one I started on with Pokemon Ruby way back in the day. So we have Electros there. Gen 3 hype, exactly. You know how it is. So we're not quite on the reverses just yet. Beheeyem. Okay, so here's the reverse. So reverse Klinklang. Reverse Doromaka. And okay, Volcarona. Not the worst, but not the best either. To be fair, Volcarona in the right deck, I think. I mean, actually, Mega Camerupt likes this, I think, if memory serves me. He must discard a basic. Oh, yeah. Mega Camerupt absolutely loves this card. Purely because of the fact it allows you to freely burn a Pokemon just by discarding an energy. My first Pokemon game was actually Pokemon Moon. Okay. When I picked up when Sword and Shield have already been out a while, but that's because I didn't have a Switch yet. But makes sense. I mean, again, another region that personally didn't get enough love the first time round. There you go. Let's quickly open up the White Flare pack now. Ooh. Right. Same drill, just to quickly pop that on screen there for you. Give you a few seconds just to get your screenshots, do what you need to do in case you play online. Then I played a Mega Ruby. I fell in. Yes, same. Mega Swampert was an absolute tank. I think my first Pokemon game was the Yellow on my. Oh man, Pokemon Yellow. That was a time gone by. That was. Oh. So here we go. Fire type energy there. Again, really love the designs on these. So we have Herdia, Pignite, Swadloon, Gothita. Who's that? Simisear? Yeah, Simisear. Sork, really strange Pokemon, Sork. Ignition Energy, really good one, this. I think, first to reverse is. Oh, and actually, no, it's a Pokeball Hollow. So it's. No, actually, no, I'm heavily mistaken. It is a Master Ball Scrafty. Bring that a little bit closer for you. Sir Gentleman Mudkip III Esquire, to be precise. Love it. So Master Ball Scrafty there. Into a Gothitelle. And finishing on a Tornadus. Let's quickly put the Master Ball Scrafty down there. Wow. I think I just missed the most recent one. Bear with me. I've been into Pokemon since the early 2001. Oh, okay. Yeah, mini-tins can be a little bit swingy. I think one I opened up ages ago was pretty reasonable. Wait, do you say ZA or ZA? Like I see some other UK. I'm not particularly biased in any one camp, really. It depends on it, if I'm particularly how hungry I am at the time, I think, to be honest. I mean, I call it either ZA or ZA. It doesn't particularly bother me whichever way I say it, really. But I mean, I think I lean to more calling it more ZA more than ZA, to be honest. I must confess, I haven't heard many other UK YouTubers pronounce it as such. So now you've said it, I'm have to look into it, see if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Get my proper elocution in for the day. Quick little nibble. Don't mind me. Where's the mark again? May not be UK. I'll just right, makes sense. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on which way is the absolute best way to pronounce it, to be honest. So, has everyone at the minute? Has everyone played ZA in the chat at the moment? Because I'm about, I think I'm about a little over a quarter of the way through the DLC in a minute. I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, but the grind, my god, the grind. Must admit, I can see what people are saying regarding the grinding in this. But, it's can be a little bit on the stressful side. Also, I've never played it. I'm like halfway through the base game because I like. To be fair, probably not the worst thing to do side questing in this in ZA, to be honest. Primarily because of the fact that a lot of the Mabel's quests that you get access to, some of those you probably will get a lot more of the achievements done by doing the side questy bits, which I kind of struggled with after I got to post game, and I still had a absolute metric smeg ton of stuff to try and get done. Even before the DLC, I tried getting it all done so I could get the shiny charm, but even then I struggled a little bit. I tried to shiny hunt the Dratini on my own playthrough. Tried to play it. I couldn't get the 2 Dratini. Oh, okay. I mean, admittedly, I did try to get it to work, but for whatever reason, that Dratini just would not spawn for me in any form of shiny. I tried my darndest; it just would not appear. On the flip side, though, I did manage to catch 2 fletchlings that are shiny. That's probably about the extent of my luck. I've still yet to get my boy in shiny form, and I hear it's been enhanced lately. So I pray that I can hopefully someday get the shiny Slowpoke. That's all I would like. Shiny poke. I've been enjoying ZA, but I took a break. We'll eventually get the DLC back. I mean, personally, I think it is well worth the DLC in terms of Pokemon that you can get access to. 100%. Whether I agree with the price tag on it, I'm not 100% sure. I actually accidentally got a shiny Eevee while I was trying to get the shiny. I mean, of all the accidental shinies to get, I mean, shiny Eevee is a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I'm just trying to think what the most recent shiny I got. That was it. Yeah, of all things, a shiny Weedle was the most recent thing I've recently got. Yeah, sad to say, the shiny Weedle, not all that visually impressive, but shiny Beedrill on the other hand. We love shiny Beedrill. So what's everyone's favourite shiny Pokemon then? Just out of matter of curiosity. As we're on the topic. He's back. Welcome back, Reg Andy. So at the minute we're just discussing shiny Snorlax. Okay, like that. Yeah, I must admit, shiny Snorlax is a bit of an underrated one. Espeon because she looks like a witchy alien. Yep, I can kind of see that. My favourite shiny is still Swampert, but some of the other good shinies, Latios, Decidueye. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on the Chandelure shiny. That one is just chef's kiss. Marble, welcome in, my friend. Tip my hat to you. Ugh. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. Great to have you here. At the minute, we're just discussing. In a minute, we're discussing whether you've have you played Pokemon Legends ZA or ZA or however you want to pronounce it. And if you have, what's your favourite shiny Pokemon? Love to know your answers. Good boy, how are you? How about you? Happy almost new. Yep, I'm doing all right actually. Surprisingly, not as shattered as I thought I would be after doing a day's worth of work as well as a late shift as well. But yeah, doing all right, and happy almost New Year to you as well. Let's put my mic back on, just realised. There we go. Might be able to hear me a bit more now, hopefully, without me bellowing down the microphone somewhere off camera. Shiny Drampa, like that. I was going to buy Legends EA, but got Mario Deluxe here. Fair enough. I mean, I was considering playing that, but at the same time, I think ZA kind of swayed me. I kind of had to jump on the Pokemon game. But again, Mario does look kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Although that being said, at the minute, I'm actually playing a lot of Divinity 2 Original Sin. Hello, Ghost Spencer. Welcome in, my friend. How are we doing? You okay? Also, if you've not checked out Ghost Spencer, I would highly recommend doing so. His live streams are brilliant stuff. Not going to lie, Mario Wonder is better. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, Christ. Yeah, this is what I call tired hatterbrain. My all thoughts going straight in one ear and straight out the other. And then there's Mario Wii, which is a cult classic. Absolutely. Thank you for the guitars and all that in there. I've completed that in 10 days. Dang. That's impressive. Yeah, 10 days. How do you manage to do that? Damn. That's impressive. Got to have a little slurp of tea for that. Cheers. Holy. Dang. That is, you play for, fair enough. Right. You must have cleared quite a bit in obviously in 4 hours. So quite a fair bit of progress in 4 hours, to be fair. I don't think I've completed any games that quickly. Okay, he needs to open some more packs. Right, I hear the people. Let's get another pack open, shall we? Let's go for one of the single lane blisters. Oh. Yes, I am somewhat easily distracted. Not a word, mind you, but yeah. Well, I say that actually. No, that's a complete barefaced lie. All right. I hit quiet in the back. I will open some packs. Worry not. Oh, blood. Wanton carnage on the pack opening front. Oh. So, first of the two triple blisters. So, sorry, what was that? Let's talk about Mario Galaxy trailer then. Squirrel! Yeah, you're not wrong. So am I, because I'm watching it. Fair enough. Don't let me distract you too much if you need to focus on your homework, my friend. I don't want to be called up by any teachers in the meantime whilst I'm at work saying that you're distracted for your homework. So really nice Mega Lucario coin. Really love that. And SpongeBob movie is out. Oh man, yeah. So many good, interesting things coming up. So in that particular triple blister, we had the Sprigatito, Florigato, and can I just say, see if I can get the camera to focus on it a minute. Will it do it? I'll hold it back here a minute. The artwork for that Meowscarada is just top tier. In the new year, I'm going to be hopefully doing a few more, obviously trying to do some more episodes of the of my Sketch of the Week series, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out, I would highly recommend doing so. I go over some slightly lesser appreciated artworks in the trading card game. So this one, I think, is rather underappreciated artwork. Yeah, I will probably attempt to try and flip it when I'm opening up packs, to be honest. I can't work out how to flip the camera to make it less reversed, to be honest. Because I'm a little bit on the dense side when it comes to technology. In fact, what I will do, just to make things a bit easier, just for the purpose of opening packs, so just excuse the mess. Christmas tree and console in the background, of course. Right, let's get you opened up here. Things should be technically flipped round the right way round now, I should think. So we have the code card here. Finally, somebody who can appreciate. Exactly. I mean, the thing is, as I will always preach until the cows come home, which is a phrase I like using, the artwork in the TCG does not get enough recognition beyond the obviously mind-meltingly awesome special illustration rares and things. But I'm going to start looking through my cards to send a little phrase. Oh, you don't need to do that, man. You don't really do not need to do that. It's really that's a lovely idea, though, but you really don't have to do that, my friend. So grace it with grass type energy there. But to illustrate the point, I mean, again, just we're going to go through the pack in a moment, but can we just look at this Makahita artwork? I mean, these cards normally will. You're not a real dad. I mean, these artworks 9 times out of 10 will end up going in a bulk bin and get forgotten about. So they really need to be appreciated more often than not. So let's have a look, see what we can get. So really love this one. If there's any other particular pieces of artwork you see in the packs, by the way, as I'm opening them up, do feel free to stop me. I'll happily talk about them as much as you like. So the Makahita, Feeble, again, really, I love the gothicness of this one. Really nice. Feeble. We have Youngles, Tangela, Magnazone. The only person who I've seen appreciates normal artwork is Slanted Gaming. Her content, to be fair, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you haven't checked out her content, I would, again, really recommend doing so. Her shorts are really quite, really some fabulous stuff. We have Wally's Compassion there. Pyroar. Okay. Reverse Cinderace. Oh, okay. There we go. Starting off with a banger. Illustration Rare Vulpix. Now, I'm pretty sure that Cherry will be chomping at the bit to get her hands on this one. We've been after this for quite some time, so what a way to start. And we finish things off with another Cinderace, funnily enough. And yes, I have got sleeves on standby. I'm just going to quickly pop it down on my playmat, which I will show you all momentarily, but let me get the sleeves. Worry not, sleeves, Dragon Shields, again, not sponsored, but great sleeves. Oh, right, here we go. There we are, all nicely protected, safe and sound. But what an absolute stunner of a card. Beautiful stuff. Oh, beautiful. I'm just going to quickly pop this down a minute. Oops, I have missed that for the moment. Oh, what has Keeley said? I know I don't, Cherry, it's just what I do want to. Might take forever to get to you, but oh, bless you, man. That's really kind of you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Ooh, okay. But either way, but one thing I'll always, again, preach until the cows come home is while it's always nice to know about the finances of cards, it should not really be the end all and be all of the trading card game. And ultimately, it is a collectible trading card game at the end of the day. While the finances are, well, kind of nice. Again, me personally, I'm not about the finance. It's one thing I've had discussed at length with a local shopkeeper I was talking to about regarding Pokemon cards in regards to why don't you put prices on your cards. Me personally, I don't know. Me personal preference, I don't really like doing that. There's more than enough channels out there who, obviously, when they do open up the packs, they just show the price tags of cards. If that's more their thing, absolutely fair enough. That's their prerogative. But me personally, again, it shouldn't be about finances, really. But nice to know, though. that's that's all right. No, don't worry. It wasn't a if it came across as a slight, it wasn't meant to be. But it's just my personal preference. I mean, while it's obviously nice to know the value of cards, it's obviously important, but it shouldn't be the absolute definition of a trading card game, I think. Well, at least that's my personal philosophy on the matter, anyway. But again, did not know it was that much. But what in terms of artworks from the cards that I liked this time round, let's have another closer look at a couple. So obviously we know about the Makahita. That one was an absolute stunner. I think at this point the only people who really care about the prices are the store owners, who's obviously their job to sell cards. Yeah, fair enough. Scabbers who use it to justify their prices, and the players who buy them. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I know you weren't. I know you weren't saying that because I price checked. You were starting to say that before. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I just wanted to make it abundantly clear that it wasn't a stop it. Be back in a few, guys. Yep, no worries. Take as long as you need, but I'll still be here for quite a little while yet. But let's see. And again, I'm just going to bring the camera around again. So just to illustrate that point, I mean, the What is Compassion artwork, again, this is absolutely beautiful art. It does not see the light of day as much as it should. And the Feeble is absolutely majestic. Oh, well, Mike, you are back. Well, do I see a Vulpix from afar? You do indeed. And let me just bring it a bit closer to the camera for you all. There you go. Oh, there we go. Look at that absolute majesticness. And that was only the third pack in. Well, was the third pack that we've opened so far, at least. Ooh. So we were actually just in the process of discussing the, while obviously it's important to know the value of certain cards, it's kind of important to also know that there is obviously more than just the financial side. Actually, what really like Wally as a character, he has a pretty good character arc from the right. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Underrated character. Also, my eyes, just from a musical aspect, his battle music in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was absolutely top tier. I think I might even actually be able to play it. Hold on. So, in case you guys didn't see it earlier. So, for those who are not familiar, I actually do play, I'm actually a classically trained violin player as well on my off time. I've been for about 20 plus years now, I should think, if my memory serves me correctly. Let's see if I can actually play it. That's just about. At least I think that's my oh, the smallest violin really needs an audience. Yeah, hold on. What's that? I only worried about the price of my stuff, and I just ouch, yeah. I should in that is yeah. That's to be fair, an exception to the rule in regards to you shocked Mike. All right. To be fair, for Mike, so there we go. I can do a few. I can do a few of the little bits and pieces. I mean, obviously, Gen 3 is my my wheelhouse. Let's see if I can remember all that down. So I'm a little bit rusty on terms of the, little bit rusty in terms of the notes. I haven't practiced in a couple of weeks or so, so I'm a little bit on the rusty side. So apologies. Mike, uh, uh, apologies if I've stunned. So Mike is also a an absolutely avid Gen 3 fan. Why have I never heard this? Mike, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned Love Island before, haven't I? Can I play the black and white Celeste? Oh, that one I might need to get a bit of practice, but who knows? Maybe on the next live stream, perhaps, maybe. Actually, I actually don't think you have much. Oh, surprised, Mike? Whoops. I mean, I can. I mean, to be fair, it was something I was considering actually having in a live stream in case we got a little hit. To be fair, I mean, I can do. Let's see what else I can give you. Let's see. Let me think. What's trying to like I said, I'm a tiniest little bit rusty. So eventually, if I can start working off some of the rust, who knows? Maybe I might do a few more map play streams. Who knows? Eventually. This tune shortcoming. I mean, it's something I've actually potentially considered. To be fair. You got me buying a violin. Fair enough. Thank you, Mama Jerry. Appreciate that. I mean, just to give you some context, obviously, I'm obviously, like I said to you before, I'm actually a classically trained violin player. So I'm fully, I used to be a, well, I've got to get running. See you later. Thank you very much for stopping by, Ostrich. Greatly appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Good luck with the rest of your homework. Hope you get a good grade. So actually, so let's see if I can give you some of my classics from the old days. Hold on a minute. I'm afraid I'm not quite that gifted. That's one thing I was tempted to do, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, I can do some little bits and pieces, but nothing majorly extensive. Let's. Well, I have to see if I can get something in my head. To be fair, K-pop Demon Hunters is a bit of a tricky one, I think. So I can do some things. But I think everyone's had enough of the violin for a little while. I mean, if you wanted to try and get Pops to come in, I did have a tiniest little surprise for him for that side of things. I mean, to be fair, Mike, you actually did use that in your most recent short. I mean, hopefully it wasn't too much of a. Hopefully that wasn't too badly murdered. Right, let me just put the violin down for the time being. There you go, buddy. Ooh. Ooh, and in the event of the madness that was the violin playing, Slowpoke fell down. Yes. You could do an opening and ending. Well, I know I just said I was going to put it down, but I can do. I mean, oh, there we didn't get a hit. Oh, what was that? I mean, that's just a few things I had in my head. I don't know. Needs a bit of work. Down you go, Lucille. And yes, in case you're wondering, yes, I have named my violin. I have named her Lucille. All instruments need a name. And to put some context into this, Matt Bishop being all your. Well, I mean, I absolutely could. Maybe a resolution for the new year, perhaps. Need the Brad. You see, now you might get some context here because if you noticed in some of your live streams, me and Brad have been referring to Cherry as our manager. That is why. But yeah, to be fair, in future I could actually potentially use some of my violin works in here. I mean, to be fair, hopefully I shouldn't have thought I'd get I mean, to be fair, it shouldn't be a copyright issue now because I played a little bit of K-pop Demon Hunters. It shouldn't cause me a problem. But either way, I digress. Braddon Hatter featuring Mike. Hello. Yeah, let's bring Mike in on the harmonica. My goodness, but I mean, to be fair, it is something I would 100% be locked in for if Brad was interested. Absolutely. If you haven't subbed up to Pokemon Trainer Mike, by the way, absolutely do so. Do I need to dust off? I mean, are we forming a band? Are we going to do this? I mean, I'm sure we can figure out a way to get you suited up over a Zoom call or something. Just excuse me while I have a little bit more of my dinner. I mean, let's give it some context here. Does my mic come off? No, it's not. Let's give it some context. Now, is anyone familiar with the TV show The Crystal Maze? If not, I'll give you a very brief synopsis. The original host of that program used to carry around a harmonica. He said arguably that he couldn't play the harmonica, but he only did a few notes. Hey, Becca, thanks for dropping by. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we absolutely did. We Mike, bless him, he did try to see if we could get a redirect to your stream, buddy. So, just as a curious thing, so I just managed to stun Mike into submission, Becca, with the violin. How's the poker phrase going on? Bring on the poker face. Yeah, send us some poker faces in chat, Becca. Oh, sorry! Don't let me pause it and make me pause the television for you. Keeley is going nowhere. I'm done. Totally fair enough. So let's see if I can give you a little bit of them. I can do a few things. Let's see what else can. I was able to use. I did used to be able to do the. So as much as I don't, how can I bit of a so bit of a confession. I'm not a biggest fan of the Titanic film. However, I was able to. I did used to be able to do the Irish Party in third class bit. Let's see how was so small bits. So I mean, to be fair, if I ever decided to go to visit Ireland, I would be bringing the violin with me so I can join in with an Irish themed pub, so I can at least join in and do some Irish folk songs. small little thing there. I will try. I'm seeing the messages pop up on the old Discord, Mike. I'll try and attempt to look at some of those afterwards. I thought Mozart would have taught you how to play. Keeley, dude. Oh God, no! Please don't start instigate any barroom brawls in my stream. No barroom balls, please. Okay, fair enough. I'll be sure to have my headphones on a bit lower then when I play these back later. Right, let's get to the next pack in the proceeding, shall we? Had enough violin bits for a moment. Need to listen to one of yours from earlier. Yeah, to be fair, I did see a couple of them come up earlier. I appreciate that, man. Means a lot. So of course we have the Mikashinka Lucario coin there. Useful stuff as always. The Larvitar, Pupitar skull bashing his way over to Costco and Tyranitar. Beautiful stuff there. And can we just admire a minute, as we're on the art appreciation thing as well, just look at that Tyranitar artwork. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Look at that. The absolute wanton carnage that he's causing. Again, who designed that one? And again, Akira Ogawa is a really renowned artist in the Pokemon trading card game, so really fabulous stuff right there we go. Microphone is back. So let's get this Lex pack open. So code card there for all of you, just in case. Feel free to take your screenshots should you need to. A few more seconds there for you. And good. Right. Let's see what we get. Like Psychic type energy into Snom, Magnemite, Lopunny, Grafii, Strange Timepiece, Celebi, and again, can we just remark on this beautiful artwork? Again, beautiful stuff. Volcanion. Oh, okay, we got something here. Something really nice is about to come back. God's Misfits, welcome back, my friend. We have the reverse Bulbasaur. Oh my good God, what the heck? What on absolute earth is going on? I mean, finish things on a Dialga, but I need a sleep like pronto, like now. Oh my good God. What is going on today? My goodness. What on earth? I don't quite know what to say to that. She's just in time. You're not wrong. And to Cherry's point, yeah, this is our second one of these. Christ, was not expecting that today. Really glad I hold on to those, to be honest with you. But yikes. Yeah, that's our second one of these. But no less, an absolute banger. My gosh. Oh, my word. Apologies, full face view of Mad Hatter's neck there. Apologies. But, oh my good God. Oh. What are these packs? I mean, so in the Discord the other night, we randomly bought a tin from our local supermarket, and we happened to get the special illustration red dash bun as well last night. So whether that was a precursor to what's taking place right now, I have absolutely no idea. But my goodness, oh, good God. I mean, in terms of I couldn't ask for more in terms of an end of year live stream. I can't even get my words out. I'm absolutely garbled. But in fact, Mike, you're starting something now. Fabulous stuff. Oh. Yeah, I definitely need a bit more practice on the violin, but yep, I'll be definitely going to be incorporating this more often or not. But my God, oh, I can't stress enough how awesome that pull is, and to have a second in our midst, yikes. Oh, I think I might need something a bit stronger than tea after this. I'm not sure. So if you haven't subscribed already, and I feel like this is a good time to possibly subscribe. Thank you very much, Mama Cherry. That was yeah, couldn't have asked for a better pull from that. Both of those single blister packs were absolutely fantastic. Maybe not right now, but later on possibly, but not right now. So I mean, I'm definitely open to the idea. I've just seen your message. I'll definitely be responding in kind to that one a bit later on. Absolutely. But my Lord, what on earth? Oh, that's absolutely mental. I don't know what this last little while in terms of opening up packs. We've been getting some really good stuff lately, especially in terms of quantity as well. So things I'm thankful for this year. A second one of those. I think I'm adding that to the list. I mean, if you want to fly across the pond for some, I mean, it will still be here for a while. I'm not getting through that entire bottle. Let's put it that way. Now, I'm just going to be careful what I read out, because I've heard some people saying before, depending on what you read out, sometimes YouTube doesn't like it. So I'm going to be on the safe and not read that one out. But to be fair, Mama Cherry does have a point. Oh, my Lord, I still can't get over that. What the heck? Two really solid cards pulled from two single blisters. And the best part is, we've still got 3 more. And plus the awesome Psyduck promo as well, which, by the way, is a absolutely tasty promo. So do we think we'll be getting the violin through the metal detectors? I don't see any reason why they would possibly, have any issue with the violin. I mean, to be fair, it's more the case. So just to give you some scope. What? What? This thing weighs an absolute ton. Well, I say absolute. So it's the case itself is exceptionally light. The only problem with it, of course, is there's a lot of compartments in there. And yes, in case you have noticed, I've still got some really old stickers on there, depending on where I've been. So I've been touring a lot. So I'm back in my early days for the violin playing. I actually used to be part of about 3 or 4 different orchestras way back when. And as such, I got a chance to play in a few different countries. I got a chance to play in, let's see, in Amsterdam, Germany, the Czech Republic, and what was the last? And Bratislava was the furthest one I managed to play in. But yeah, I treasure those memories too, as you can well imagine, to the nth degree. And yeah, I couldn't resist myself. I had to put a Dragapult on there. I had to put a Dragapult on there, and of course my loving for D&D. And you probably noticed down there, Candy, as well. I've got a few. I mean, to be fair, I probably will cover these up eventually because these are some old Magic the Gathering stickers. But bear in mind, I used to play way back when, so I'm probably going to replace those with some more Pokemon themed ones, just to make the case a little bit more spectacular. Ooh. Ooh. You played Magic the Gathering, but with raw basics. I mean, I think we've had a chat about this before, haven't we? In terms of what I used to be able to play, I used to play it fairly well. Used to play it fairly well to a point where I used to play competitively to a not a highly skilled level, but I knew what I was doing. But I haven't played in many a while now. I gave up Magic after a very long time. I've had a massive disagreement in terms of the with regards to the whole game as a whole. That's amazing. When I was in band school, we only did compositions. I only did competitions in St. Louis. No, nice. 10,000%. Honestly, hearing someone play the well, I'm glad I was able to do something. I'm glad I could make. Glad I could do something positive in this instance. Well, to be fair, I have actually been attempting to get more music in my head so I can relearn the music, especially Gen 3, because obviously that was again, similarly to yourself, Mike, and obviously Ostrich when they were here. What part of Magic the Gathering didn't I like? It was partly due to an incident that took place in a local card shop where it wasn't anybody's fault per se. It was more on the grounds we held a competitive. So just to give for those who aren't familiar with Magic the Gathering, I used to play a format called Commander, which basically means you had a 100-card deck, all single cards. You could only use one copy of any single card, with the exception of the resources in the game, which were called lands. Essentially, there was a very competitive version of Commander where sometimes the games were finished within 3 or 4 turns, but that was just due to the sheer power level of the decks. Now, we held a tournament for said thing, and so for said format, it ran a bit pear-shaped. So, long story short, there was a lot of disagreements in regards to what decks were brought to the table, and as such, it kind of fractured the community in a small way. And then not long after that, there was a whole thing with Wizards of the Coast, which I'm not going to go into massive. Lurking to continue Stranger Things, have you on for the hour grind. Bless you. Thank you very much, man. So long story short, with regards to Wizards of the Coast, I'm not going to go into a massive thing about them because it's fairly well documented in regards to recent actions taken by Wizards of the Coast, but I'm not going to go massively into that. But long story short, I quit not long after that. And also, more importantly, we found Pokemon. Best game ever, right? And to be fair, I was thinking about picking up Pokemon for the longest of time anyway. And that the things that took place in that just literally shifted me straight towards it. So turned away, haven't really looked back since. I mean, I've not really got much in the ways of Magic left now, to be honest with you. I think I sold my last Commander deck ages ago, to be honest. Ryan Tran, welcome in. Tip my hat to you. It's doing very. I think it's going all right. Thank you very much. And how are you this fine day? So those who aren't familiar, the God mod is in the chat, and that is such a small quagsire. I played the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, and you don't have a term on. And a giant slowpoke. Well, so you have one giant slowpoke, and then you have Pop Poke. So we have two equally giant slowpokes. I mean, it's safe to say at this point, I am the caretaker of Slowpoke. Let's put you down there a minute. So what's everyone say? And then move to Pokemon. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of these TCGs nowadays that have the one-turn kill formats, which I'm not particularly keen on. If anything else, it's not that fun. Jesus, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Cherry, bless her, on one occasion, because I think she picked that up for me somewhere. I can't think whereabouts exactly, but put it this way: when I got home, my eyes were just like, giant poke. So just as I've just had, I know I've obviously played the violin a few times on the in this particular stream already, but I've just had something come back from my brain in regards to Pokemon music. So has anyone here played the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon franchise at all? Just a curiosity question more than anything else, because if you have, you might recognize the next tune I might play, but if not, no major. But I would highly recommend checking out the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. They are highly underrated. Oh, yes, Pokemon Tokyo Toys. How many Slowpoke cards are there in the TCG? You know, that's a very good question. I think there's over 50, 50 plus. I could be absolutely 100% wrong on that. I seem to remember last I remember there was over 50. Pretty sure at least over 50. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That was it. So, so the very first theme tune one of the very first theme tunes you hear in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is the very first game in the franchise, I should state. I'm not doing it for its full justice, I will grant you, but just a little snippet into the realms of Mystery Dungeon there. It's something I'd actually really like to explore playing again, because I really enjoyed those games. Also, so for those who have just come in, especially for yourself, Ryan, let me just sorry, apologies for close up Hatter, by the way. So for those who haven't seen them just yet, we've already pulled some absolute gas today. Vulpix illustration rare and the Mega Lucario EX special art rare. Fantastic stuff. Looks like there's 37 Slowpoke cards, but obviously there's Rose and King. Thank you very much, Jay, for doing that. Appreciate it. So those were the two major hits so far. Let's see if I can get away from the camera so I don't shock you all. There we go. Ooh. So let's open up another couple of packs. I think that sounds like a good idea. So, penultimate packaging of cards now. Hello, hello, welcome back in, Marble, my friend. Oh, let's get that out of there. Let's get you back. And packaging down there. Let's going to quickly get a sleeve as well. I'll release some more dinner in a bit, don't worry. So, of course, to start things off with that triple pack blister, we have the rather stunning Psyduck promo. You try making Lego Pokemon. I made a Lego Shuckle. Dang. must be quite tricky to make. So we have 3 more booster packs of Mega Evolution here. 2, of course, of the Mega Lucario, of course, and the Mega Gardy. So which pack do we think we want to open up first? Considering the fact already, just to remind everybody that we got the Mega Lucario, do we think the Mega Lucario packs will hold any more absolute fire? What do we think? So I'm going to put one of the Mega Lucario packs down just because we have 2 of them already. So what do you reckon? Should we go for the Mega Lucario or the Mega Gardy? Which one do you think is going to hold the gas? That's 1 for Gardy. Okay, that's good. Wow, 17 likes already. Dang. Was not expecting that amount. Right hand pack. Okay, I think that's pretty much seals it. We'll go with Gardy. So if you haven't already, please make sure and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe as well. All of that greatly helps me as we're on the road to 500 subscribers by the end of hopefully next year. Hopefully we can hit that goal. Just going to put that little code card there just in case people want it. Screenshot, all that good stuff. Okay, we're good. Right. So, electric type energy into Makuhita, Fearow, Nincada, Nacli, Iron Defender, Solrock, Baby Ice, thank you very much for stopping by. Hello, hello. I'll tip my hat to you momentarily. We have a Shuckle. We have a reverse Bunnery. Oh my, what the heck is going on? Illustration rare Helioptile. Fabulous stuff. And we're ending on the Xerneas. So I have a funny story about Xerneas in a little while. But look at that Helioptile, man. Just look at that art. Beautiful stuff. Shuckle illustration rare is good. Yeah, absolutely. Lynn, thank you. Welcome back in. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Wonderful. There we go. Let's put you down there. So I think Gardevoir was absolutely the correct choice. So going in for Mega Lucario now. So I will just before I open the next pack. So for those who haven't seen it already. So we pulled absolute gas a moment ago with the special illustration rare Mega Lucario EX. Just look at that. Isn't that just an absolute stunner of a card? Oh, yeah, exactly. Fire. Absolute pure fire right there. Let's get this one open. For those who want it, of course, there's the code card. A few more seconds there. And we are good. Right. All right. Psychic type energy into Spearow, Reboot, Ivysaur, Ultra Ball, Solrock, Crawdaunt, Gen 3, Magnezone. Oh, okay. In comes the reverses into Reverse Fighting Gong, Reverse Kyogre, and a Raikou. Very nice. Let's quickly tidy this up down here. Less mess I have to clear up later on afterwards, the better. There we go. Right. Last one of the triple pack blister. Let's see what we can get. All right, so code card there for you guys as well. Just quickly popping it there. And we're good. Oops, sorry, knocking the camera there. All right, so Steel type energy into Spoink, Snova. Absolutely love that artwork. Brilliant stuff. So I finally made a Reuniclus deck in Pocket and it's absolutely OP. Ooh, okay. Might have to ask. Might have to chat with you about that afterwards in the on Discord later. Delibird there. We have Toxicroak, Gumshoes, Tinkerton, Shiftry, Reverse Centiskorch, Reverse Seedot, and finishing on the Dialga. All right, that was in fact the last of the Mega Evolution stuff that we have. Let's quickly tidy this up here. Let's quickly quickly flick back a minute. And surprise. Right. Oh. So I think our packs have been treating us quite nicely, I think. And of course, we still have the grand finale of this absolutely majestic Phantasmal Flames ETB as well. So we've got at least 8 more packs in a bit. Oh. So for those who've just come into the chat, the question of the day I've been asking to some people who've been coming in. So what are we thankful for this year? Obviously, with the new year coming around the corner tomorrow, what are we thankful for the most this year? I'll be curious to hear your answers. Whilst you're thinking about that, I'm just going to have a very brief bite of my dinner because I'm slightly hungry, but at the same time, I will. That's better. In case you're wondering, I've got myself some vegetarian burgers, which are rather delicious. Spiced avocado burgers, rather nice. Tuck into the rest of that a little bit later on. However, let's see if I've got any more tea left in here. That's a little bit of a driblet. If you didn't do YouTube, what would you do? Well, that is a very good question, which I'll answer in a moment. I'm thankful for my friends I've made along the way just for this Pokemon. Absolutely beautiful answer, Baby Ice. I couldn't agree with that statement more. I mean, this community is nothing short of the best. Just answer. So, if you didn't do YouTube, what would you do? So, in regards to if I didn't do YouTube, I mean, so as you just saw, obviously I'm a classically trained violin player. So if I didn't do YouTube, I would probably try and focus more on, I probably would have gone more for the, try and go down the orchestra route, but at the same time, it's a very tough road, say the very least. It's like anything to do with the performing arts business or anything like that. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You could be the absolute creme de la creme, but sometimes really find it difficult in terms of finding places to play. Or at least finding places to play that don't try and make it cost the earth. I remember one particular orchestra I once tried to join, this is really ages and ages ago. Never forget it as long as I live. I think it must have, I think it was about 5-6-ish years ago, if memory serves me correctly. I could be remembering this wrong. But in terms of fun, so think of this what you will, it would have cost me a total of £90 English money to join this orchestra and play for a month. So it was £90 a month just to play. Well, it would have been £45 just to play, rehearse with them. And it would have been a further £45 on top of that if I wanted to play any concerts with them. Now, to me, that's a ridiculous amount of money, considering the fact that obviously you still got your rent, and at the time I still had rent and bills to pay. So an additional £90 on top of that just to play in an orchestra and rehearse with them is a little bit overkill. And there's the tea. Ooh. Quite honestly, I would honestly refuse to pay 90. Why would you be paying someone to play your music? Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying at the time. Don't get me wrong. If the funds were going to, help pay an orchestra, for example, for their time, or help paying towards, I don't know, venue costs and so on and so forth, maybe. But even then, so I don't know how much £90 UK sterling would be in dollars, but I'd wager it, if my maths is correctly, it would be over $100 a month, which is ridiculous. And I would absolutely abjectly refuse to pay it. And of course, I didn't go to orchestra. No matter how good their music choices would have been, I just could not have justified that amount of money. So yeah, to answer your question there, Candy, I would have gone down the music route if I hadn't been doing YouTube. Just quickly. So YouTube helped me find my way in life, and that's a totally valid point. A lot of people nowadays find YouTube an escapism from the mundanity of the modern day life. because sometimes life can be insanely stressful, to say the very least. And it's always important to have an outlet of some nature just to feed your energies into. And I can't stress that enough. So that's one of the many things I'm really thankful for with you as well. So being able to come into all these different live streams, say hi to everybody, join in at various different points in people's lives, say hi, join in with live streams, giveaways, do giveaways, and all that good stuff. Doing all these events that I have been able to be absolutely blessed to do this year. I mean, I'm majorly thankful for that. Thank you, Baby Ice, and I very greatly appreciate it. And all the friends, exactly, and all the friends I've made along the way, all of you guys that have come along and subscribed to my channel, said hi, joined in my live streams this year. As I said in my last video, couldn't be more thankful for each and every single one of you. Could not be more thankful with my, in fact, thank you very much. And yes, so just quickly restart that. I mean, the thought had crossed my mind in order to, you said you do the London Card Show a lot, don't you, if memory serves me? I mean, this next year is going to be a bit pressed for us in terms of doing London Card Show. Jane, few people in this community have really helped me in my dark times as well. And you know what? That's the best thing. If you can find people out there to help offload some of life's burdens, even better. I mean, I think I speak for myself when I say for everyone in the community, we've all got your back. We're all here for every single one of you. If you ever want to talk at any given point, feel free to message me at any given time. My DMs are always open. Feel free to say hi, drop by a message. I'm happy to chat with anybody at any given time because mental health is really important. I'm a recluse in my personal life, social anxiety. You're not. Good on you, man, Keeley. It's not an easy thing to admit either. So, proud of you, man. And that's the one thing I would, if I can give away any message today during this live stream, mental health could not be more important in this time, especially when there's so much day-to-day stress and everything else in the day-to-day lives, jobs, work, all that good stuff. So, if we can help in any way offload that burden just by coming in, taking a load off, having a cup of tea, having a chat, witness me playing the violin really badly on occasion, you know, whatever we can do to help take that burden off you, even if it's for a couple of hours a day. You know what? If we've succeeded in that, I'm a happy man otherwise. Oh boy, that went insanely deep there for a minute, didn't it? So just to brighten the mood a little bit, so just to give another topic of conversation. So in case you just joined us, I mean, as Cherry will tell most people, I'm exceedingly critical on myself. Even if I've played things to some people's degree of playing it well, I will always be looking for the what did I do incorrectly sort of thing, because it's been ingrained in my psyche. It's just my go-to, unfortunately. But appreciate the kind words, man. Yeah, hopefully, I might try and see if I can incorporate the violin in more of my stuff in the future. It's something I've been wanting to try for a while now. So if I can, then I will. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Exactly. There's too much negativity going around at the minute. So anything positive. Have I tried Recorder? So, funny thing, yes, I did. So when I was studying music way back when, ironically, whilst I was at college, we had a test where we had to go into a local local primary school, or what you guys would call preschool, I think, and teach young kids how to play music, or teach kids who have been learning music already how to, try and teach them a song in less than a couple of hours. So our group had and I can't believe I'm saying this, we had the absolute, I'll say, nonsensical idea to try and teach these kids how to play Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple on a recorder and various other instruments in between. And goodness knows how we managed it. I mean, when I was given the task, I'm sat there thinking, how on earth am I going to teach these kids how to play Smoke on the Water? So I legitimately went home that night, made up some flashcards, so literally had music notes written on a bit of paper, and then tried to teach myself how to play Smoke on the Water on a recorder. To my credit, I'm no expert when it comes to woodwind-based instruments. It's not my forte, pardon the musical pun. So we get there a few days later. These little kids, all bright-eyed and really keen to see if they can do it, wanting to learn Smoke on the Water. So I'm armed with my flashcards. So I'm literally just sat there building them up from the ground up, what order to play the notes in, getting kid by kid, getting them to do the notes in order, followed by a little bit of flashcard paper that I was using at the time to teach them. And to their credit, I mean, there were only must have been about 5 or 6, I think they were at the time. To their credit, they picked it up insanely quickly. I mean, I guess they probably would. I mean, they're like sponges at that age. They learn everything. So the next crazy train on the recorder. Alabad! I mean, what I would give to hear Crazy Train being done on a recorder. Anyway, long story short, we ended up trying to get them to play it at full speed. Yes, it worked. Don't get me wrong. To my credit, I'm going to toot my own horn here. It worked. We got them playing it at full speed, and to their credit, they did it rather well. The rest of the kids, however, who had the I don't think the other guys in my group went to the insane length to what I did in terms of learning the material, shall we say. They got them learning I think they managed to get through the first verse where it then started crumbling after that. But I'll give them that. I'll give the kids this. They did really well. They were so keen. It was just nice to see. But yeah, so answer your question, I haven't played recorder in years, but I have at least attempted it. It was a fun experience, to say the least. Yeah, I'll say fun being the operative word, I would probably say. Although that being said, I can play hand drums, as in sort of like the classic bongos. I can do those. Piano is something I would love to learn how to do. In fact, there, Candy, if you like piano, I would highly recommend occasionally checking. Well, because Brad was in the chat earlier. If you check out Multi-Brad on some of his live streams, occasionally, and I mean very occasionally, he might bust out the piano. And his piano skills are, chef's kiss. Definitely would recommend checking his stuff out as well. In fact, and that goes to everyone who's in the chat. If anyone, so I think like people like Baby Us, obviously you mod for a lot of channels. Ryan, you obviously are considered god mod amongst many places. If you are seeing other content creators in the chat and lots of new faces, feel free to obviously check them out as well. Obviously check out their channel, subscribe to them, do all that good stuff. Obviously building the community is what we are here for. If I can help and facilitate in any which way, absolutely. So what was that? I think I missed that last mention, me prattling on there. The next door neighbor has a piano. Oh, nice. I must confess, piano is something I would love to learn how to play, but as weird as it is to say, I don't think I have the dexterity for it anymore. And also, been out to focus on 2 separate rhythms on 2 different hands. Yeah, no, it's hard enough doing the violin, much less with the piano. As weird as it is to say. Right, let's see. Let's quickly grab a bit more tea. Oh, that's better. Ooh. Stretch the old neck a minute. Ooh. That's better. Been a bit of a long day in terms of work, so my neck and back is killing me, especially when I'm sat at a computer screen all day. Is there any way you can get a small piano and maybe learn a few chords? Probably not at this precise minute. I mean, as it is, there's just about enough room in a minute to keep the violin and keep that in check. I don't think I will. I mean, heck, I did consider actually learning the cello at one stage as well, but again, it's storing them. That's the only problem. I mean, admittedly, obviously, where we just moved into the house and things, obviously, we do have more room. But yeah, too many instruments, I think, would be a bit too much to bear. Mr. Zards, welcome in, my friend. Tip my hat to you. How are we doing? So, for you who's just joined in, Maxime, hello. Sorry, bear with me just a brief minute while I quickly flip the camera. How you doing, Maxime? You okay? So, in terms of hits that we've had already, go for the best to last there. So we have this absolutely glorious Vulpix illustration rare, the Helioptile. Yeah, it's Helioptile. And the illustration rare, well, super special illustration rare Megalucario EX. Just look at that. I'm doing very well, thank you, Maxime. How is everyone? Oh, let's look at that fabulous card. Oh, let's quickly put those down there and try not to scare you as I flip the camera back. There we go. Oh. So for those who are just coming in, I've been asking the general question today in terms of, obviously, what with the new year coming around the corner, what's everybody most thankful for this year? I myself am thankful for literally every single one of you who's decided to come to my channel, subscribe, and watch my videos over the last 9 months. So every single one of you guys, I'm thankful for all of you. But what is everyone else thankful for this year? It can be absolutely anything. It could be cards you've pulled, things you're looking forward to next year. It could be absolutely any. Well, maybe not that one, but yeah, it could be absolutely anything. To be fair. 20 likes, absolutely fabulous stuff. Thank you everyone who's liked the stream so far. Really appreciative. Couldn't say better to that. Good health, can't fault that. I mean, it's absolutely a blessed thing to be remaining healthy, especially in this term, especially in this world full of coughs and colds and goodness only knows what going around at the minute. I am good. Best answer I could have asked for. We should all be Groot. We are all Groot. We are Groot. Wonderful family, friends, family, and kit. Beautiful answer, Maxime. Lovely answer. What's one tip on help me to do a live stream without being dead silent? I mean, I must confess, I've only done a few live. Obviously, this is what I think it's my 5th, maybe. Yeah, pretty sure it's my 5th or 6th live stream. What's that? Thankful for family I have left. Thankful for friends I've made along online also. Beautiful answer, Jane. Fabulous. Love to hear that. And I think I speak for everybody here, but we are all thankful that you are part of this beautiful, blessed community. And in answer to your question, Candy, it's a bit of a hard one for me to answer, really, because I've only been doing live streaming for a very short amount of time. I mean, the thing I've been finding lately is just finding a small topic of conversation just to get the conversation flowing. So a lot, sort of like the what's Cherry? So she is here, bless her. I think she's a little bit tired from work at the moment, but she is still in chat as well. But I think her workday's been a little bit on the tiring side, bless her. Yeah, she's hearing me listening, prattling on for hours on end. But so yeah, that's what I was just trying to think. Yeah, finding it even if it's just asking a basic question for anyone who happens to pop in and seeing where the conversation goes from there. Maybe something like that. I mean, I've been finding that's been somewhat helpful for myself, at least. I normally do tabletop content, but it's fine. Stream's just boring one when I'm alone. Yeah, I hear that. So maybe, as I think someone was commenting before in regards to maybe I can't remember what apps there are out there at the moment in terms of maybe doing some TCG online games. I think. Oh, what was the blessed app? I'll have to double check. Well, I'll find out what the name of that app is. The name of the app is. But there was one. Somebody I was watching a little while ago had an app where they was able to live stream Pokemon TCG Live off that app, and it was very reasonable quality on the video footage. To be fair, so it might be worthwhile maybe looking into if you are going to consider doing that. Maybe I'll have to find the name of the app and I'll send it to you later. Send it to you when I find it. Yeah, it uses OBS. It might have been OBS, but it might have been something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, even if it's just finding basic topics of conversation to do whilst you're doing what you're doing, maybe. But at least that's my 2 cents on the topic. But I could be talking complete and total turkey at this point. But that's just how I've been finding things of late. I mean, I hope that helps. I mean, again, this is just from my very short time frame perspective. I think obviously my answer may change over time, but for now, at the very least, it seems to be reasonable. There you go. Just talk to the void where, yeah, precisely that. Yeah. If anyone can, even if it's got sing show tunes, exactly. Yeah. Random, but your voice is very easy to listen to. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I always feel a bit awkward about my own voice, really. I'm not entirely sure why. I always just feel I have a bit of a weird, unnatural twang to my voice. I'm not sure. Could just be me though. I pretend there are hundreds watching whenever I'm live, and I never look to see how many is in chat. I'm very random with ask lots of questions. Exactly. As long as you remain yourself, you can't go wrong if you be yourself. I mean, heck, I'm stumbling all over myself, but at the same time, it's how I am. As long as you can remain words. You see, it's been a rather long day as it is. As long as you can remain true to yourself, that's the main thing. And maybe your accent because I'm Scottish, but so fair enough. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I like the Scottish accent as well. To be fair, I can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to do a fair bit of impressionism. However, at the same time, I would never even attempt to do a Scottish accent. I fear I probably would get a hiding. And yeah, Mr. Zards, I mean, your streams are awesome, man. When are you doing another one? Bring back Zards by popular demand. I mean, if you want some violin, I'll happily give you some violin stuff if you would like. But how about that for a bit of incentive? I've been so busy lately. I've been working that. Oh, cool. You heard it here first, folks. February will be live and very much ears to the grindstone, waiting for your return. Right, let us open. Oh. Let's quickly open up the box, shall we? Let's at least get the cellophane wrapper off, if nothing else. Ooh. Now you get to see a slightly deranged Hassett struggle opening up packages live. How about that for some thrilling entertainment? Go on. There you go. All right, so there we go. I wish work didn't exist and we all could. Exactly, yeah. Working on a new room at the moment, displaying all my collectibles. Nice. I mean, as you can see from behind us, we're obviously where we just recently moved into our house. The paintwork needs some tending to. Let's say that way. So for those who haven't seen the ETB, obviously you've got your lovely players guide, of course. I must admit that I like the recent. What was I saying? I love the recent change to the ETB boxes where they've obviously got your cardboard box, but again, it's the nice little divider. Always be there if I can, Zars. I felt we've been busy. And yeah, that's totally fair. Third pack has to hit. So is that third pack from the top or the bottom, Jane? Top or bottom? I'll go for that. I'll save that one for last, whichever one it was. So you've obviously got your beautiful sleeves there with the lovely Mega Charizard XEX. Beautiful stuff. And of course, the absolutely beautiful Charcadet illustration rare there. Absolutely beautiful stuff, that is. That promo is something else. There goes the coin. The Mega Charizard XEX coin. 5 in board zone. I mean, I'd certainly like to hope so, Keeley, to be honest. And small YouTuber has been around forever. Oh, the top one. So third from the top. So, in which case then, this is the lucky pack, which we will separate and keep that till dead last. Oh, let's put the energy brick down there. Of course, your rather nicely colour-themed dice. You could only play one game for the rest of your life. What would it be? Oh, one game for the rest of your life. That's a tough one. Oh. Well, you really put me on the spot there with that one. I'm not sure. Yes, Mr. Zars, that is a great choice. Worms Armageddon is a classic. Mind you, just anything with the Worms franchise there, to be fair. Let's get rid of the packaging down there. Oh, Chrono Trigger. That's a blast from the past. Not heard that game in a while. I think it was a Square Enix game, that one, wasn't it? Chrono Trigger, if memory serves me. Or Lemmings. Again, one I haven't heard in a while. Oh, no, yeah, you really put me on the spot with that one. That is a toughie. That's a real tough question. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, Pokemon is arguably one of my favourite games of all time. However, in terms of peak gameplay, well, I should say peak gameplay, in terms of just the cult following that it has, Sims, yeah, it's a good choice. Do love a good Sims game. Oh, so for me, Duke Nukem. Oh, crumbs. That is a throwback. Oh, my goodness. That is a fun one. Oh. Love a bit of Super Mario. Again, really great choices. For me personally, it's kind of between, at the minute, either Skyrim or the Persona franchise, which is sort of the spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, if you've ever played any of those. But Persona games will always, forever be one of my favourite franchises. Would all of the Final Fantasy games count as one? Because I would pick that one. Hey, Pots. Welcome in, my friend. For you, I have a very special surprise for you. Or Animal Crossing. Good choices either way. But Pots, do not go anywhere. Bear with me. For you, Pots, I have a little something for you. So for those who are unaware, it is actually Potts' birthday today. So can I get in the chat everybody saying happy birthday to Potts? And I'm just trying to think, how old were you again, Potts, again? 21 again, wasn't it, Potts? Yes? 21 again. I'm pretty sure it's 21. Happy birthday again, Potts, my friend. Happy birthday. Call of Duty Gears of War is hard to choose. Oh, okay. That's a different choice. Like that. Okay. That's a good one. Yep, spam the chat. All the birthday cake emojis. Yep, 21 again for the 24th time. Love to hear that. Exactly. Congratulations on making 21 again. Fabulous stuff. But yep, hope you enjoyed that, Potts. Not that I was planning it or anything. My son would say Fortnite. Okay, I mean, to be fair, Fortnite is insanely popular. But in terms of best game of all time, though, not sure about that one. But again, it's a good game. I'm not going to dispute that. You're more than welcome, Potts, anytime, my friend. Many happy returns. But yeah, actually, no. For me, in terms of favorite video game of all time, it's tied between three. Well, if you're talking about series, I mean, fair, totally fair, totally fair. But in terms of top game of all time for me, in terms of franchise, obviously Elder Scrolls is up there. The Persona franchise and Resident Evil franchise for me, but it's really hard for me to pick between any particular one. My oldest would probably play a Little Nightmares. That's a good one. To be fair, I think we still got Little Nightmares 3 to play currently because we got that recently, so we haven't actually started playing that yet. But we're currently playing through Split Fiction at the moment, which is really fun. By the way, if you've got access to a Switch 2, by the way, Split Fiction, really good game. Legend of Zelda's Link to the Past is one of my most replayed games. Oh, very good choice. Or Roblox. Roblox again, yeah, good shout. Good shout. Oh, yeah, Rare Candy, you really put me in a trip. I might have to actually get back to you on that one because that's a really tough question for me. Yes, between those three franchises, I can't put my finger on which one I would arguably say is my ultimate favourite of all time. Yeah, I haven't got 3 for her yet, but I want to once we're able to. To be fair, sure. I mean, it makes sense. Is Lemmings a platformer? Oh, again, now you've got me there. I gave up my Switch OLED to my nephew. I may have to get the new one. To be fair, would highly recommend it. The graphic upgrade on the Switch 2 is top tier. I mean, if you've played Scarlet and Violet, for example, just as an exemplar, if you will, it's the graphics on that from the original Switch to the Switch 2 in terms of speed and crispness of it all, majestic stuff. What was that you used to say, Potts? I still need to play P5R. Oh, Persona 5 Royale. It's committing to another one. I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. Mario Kart, again, solid choice. In terms of family-friendly game, Mario Kart is up there, for sure. Not to say that I get a bit of road rage when I play that game. Specifically, I must admit, Rainbow Road is still my, obviously, cliche favourite racing track, but yeah. Okay, I mean, don't let me ultimately convince you, but at the same time, it is really fun. I played Persona 5 twice and Platinum. Dude, I tip my hat to that. In which case then, Potts, if you like Persona, hold on, see if you might recognise this one. Yep, I figured you might have got it. So, for those who weren't entirely familiar, Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So for those who weren't familiar, that was the Velvet Room theme, if memory serves me correctly, specifically for most of the Persona franchises. So in essence, the Velvet Room is sort of like the realm between realms sort of thing. If I'm calling it correctly, Potts could probably correct me on this pretty accurately. But that theme tune is pretty much synonymous with the Velvet Room across all of the Persona games, and it does sort of change over time depending on what game you've got. But again, it's mostly associated with the character that Potts just mentioned with Igor. Must admit, I love that franchise to death. I will quite happily play it any time at any time. Funnily enough, actually, Potts, did you see on the Switch store they've actually got the was it Persona 3, 4, and 5 as a bundle, I believe? Still need to play one. Can I do the Mario thing? Well, now you must. Let's see. So yeah, as I've mentioned before, sort of towards the beginning of the stream, I'm a little bit rusty on the violin because I haven't practiced in a little while, obviously due to the house move and everything else. So who knows? Maybe I might do a bit more eventually. What game was that? Was that Yakuza? Did you say? You know, I haven't heard much about the Yakuza franchise, but it's something I might consider looking into. Do you watch Marvel movies regularly? I've watched the first. I mean, admittedly, I was a bit late to the hype train regarding to the Marvel franchise, but I must admit, it's something I'd like to follow and potentially look into a bit more again. I've been bouncing back and forth between Diablo 2 Remaster, Legends Z8, and Cult. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Diablo 2 Remaster is very fun. Thank you very much. And Cult of the Lamb is I've seen a lot about Cult of the Lamb, and to be fair, I think Cherry started playing it for a little while. There's a lot to it. There's more to it than I gave it credit for sure. Just trying to think, what other theme tunes can I do? I used to be able to do Kingdom Hearts. Must have been. Yeah, I'm actually going to add that to my list of favorite game franchises. Kingdom Hearts is up there for me as well. Thanks. Nice seeing you. Stream had to go. Thank you very much for stopping by, Rare Candy. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. Really appreciate it. I mean, to be fair, the Kingdom Hearts series is fantastic. Take care, man. Have a good one. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts franchise is absolutely fabulous stuff. I mean, to be fair, I think ironically one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games was actually one of the spin-offs with the DS game, the 358 Days Over 2, I think it was called, memory serves me, where it sees the point of view from Roxas. That was quite a fun game. Right, let's, for now, whilst we're getting to think of more video games related stuff, let's open up some packs. So just as a point of reference, for all the Kingdom Hearts bundle a long time ago, still haven't finished it. I have 20. Oh, damn. 20 likes Mario Party. Don't tempt me. That's a really fun one. So we've got all of these lovely packs here, but of course this is the one that Jane reckons has got the gas in it. I spent literally a decade or two just a PC, really playing World of Warcraft and film. Oh yeah, good shout. World of Warcraft is a very good one. Right, let's start then. Pack 1 of 9 for Phantasmal Flames. What do we think is going to be in this box? And there's the code card for you all there, just in case you want it. All right, so Grass type energy into Zigzagoon, Gen 3 hype, Misdreavus, Toxel, Lotad, really beautiful art in that one, I think. Gorgeous stuff. Darmanitan, Linoon, Battle Cage, reverse Paldean Taurus, reverse Punk Helmet, and to start things off with a Misdreavus, well, Mismagius, sorry, EX. Really nice way to start. The card there. I never got into WoW. I was a Diablo 2 player for years. I mean, to be fair, it's a tough choice to pick between both Diablo or World of Warcraft. I mean, I also, just for perspective, I'm obviously not Diablo 2 specifically, but I really enjoyed Diablo 3 Eternal myself. And so we got Water type energy into Gligar, Prinplup, Smeargle, my boy, Toxel, Alchemy, Haunter, Punk Helmet, reverse Pawmot, reverse Baneri, and a Mega Gengar EX. Rather nice there. Fabulous. I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. It was an absolutely massive time sink, isn't it? So, code card there. So you've seen the energy now. But yes, I 100% agree. I'm a massive fan of. I love Final Fantasy as well, and Final Fantasy 14, as Cherry stated, we've both played and is very, very fun indeed. Am I lagging there? No, thought it was lagging there. Right, Dark type energy. Come back from work and feel daily quest to keep up. Yeah, fair. My childhood best friend still plays religiously. Damn. So Dark type energy here into Prinplup. We have Pormo, Charcadet. Really love that artwork. Tamikaze Kamiya has really knocked it out of the park with this one. The Absolver, Ludicolo, Paldean Taurus, Dawn, really playable card this. Reverse Lombre, reverse Misdreavus, and a Zacian. Another code card there for you all. Psychic type energy into Bronzor, Mimikyu, shout out to Cherry, Trapinch, Sandile, Cresselia. I got 14 when it first came out, not known, but it was a monthly. Okay. Yeah, that must admit, it probably could be a bit of a sting if you wasn't expecting it. Cresselia, another Linoon, rather nice. Blowtorch, reverse Kavana, reverse Gong, and Pawmot. Sorry, I'm contractually obligated to, anytime I see a Dugong, do the impression. Apologies for ears. "21 likes on this stream. Fabulous. One Thug, welcome in. Thanking you very much. How you doing, my friend? You okay? Got the code card there for you all. Feel free to take screenshots if you'd like. So, fighting type energy into Swinub, into Snubble, Schnabble, Apom, Ghastly, Archaludon, Lokix, Gliscor, Reverse Gloom. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, okay. Illustration Rare Piplup. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Look at that. And of course, we end things on a Reshiram, but let's get that Piplup sleeved. My word, just look at the colours on that. Oh, isn't that just the most beautiful card? Oh, glorious stuff. While you're here, One Fug, did you want to see what cards we've recently just got here? So far, top eye on this set, couldn't agree more with you. So for those who haven't seen the cards yet, we've got the illustration rare cards we pulled so far from various different packs. So the Vulpix illustration rare, the Helioptile illustration rare, and our most insane hit being this absolutely glorious Mega Lucario EX SAR. Beautiful stuff. Look at those colours. Vibrant as anything. Glorious stuff. And recently, as we're opening up Phantasmal, we have also got the Mega Gengar as well as the Mismagius EX. So, next pack. Let's see what we can get. Code card. So the question we've been asking a few questions in the chat as well. So the main one is what are we most thankful for this year? And secondly, and most recently, what is your favourite video game of all time? So we have basic steel type energy there. Fug Love. We have the Piplup, Zigzagoon, Misdreavus, Charmeleon, Seviper, Brambleghast, Fire Breather, Reverse Toxtricity, Reverse Linoon. Oh, okay, full art switch. Look at that. Just look at the colours on that. Beautiful stuff. Oh, let's get you sleeved. Right, 3 packs left. Okay, code card now. Okay, water type energy into Yamper. Oh, just look at that art. Isn't that just beautiful? Chrono Cross. My brother uses it as a guy. Oh, damn. All the endings. That's really hard to obtain, isn't it? So, yeah, we got a Yamper there. We got Nimble. Piloswine. Apom. Honchkrow. That art. Look at that. Not quite sure what that is on the end of the tail there, but is that a berry? If so, if not, then he's got something seriously wrong and he needs to go and see a doctor. Wondrous Patch. Gramble. Reverse Sableye. Reverse Jumbo Ice Cream Cone. And a Suicune. Right, second to last pack. Code card. All right, lightning type energy into Charmander, Bronzor, Trapinch, Krokorok, Wondrous Patch, Mamoswine, Bronzong, Reverse Pawmi, Reverse Bronzor, and an Ambipom. All right, so this is the pack that Jane thought was going to be the one containing the best hit in here. What do we reckon? Do we think Jane is right? And did you get any Pokemon for Christmas? So in terms of Pokemon stuff, yes, I got quite a fair bit of merch, to be honest. Let's see. So bring him on screen here for a minute. We got the absolute jumbo Slowpoke Pop. Oh. I will show the playmat at the end because it's a bit tricky in a minute because it's got things on the table in a minute, so I'll show that in a bit. But we also got the lovely Slowpoke box here, complete with every conceivable bit of Slowpoke, Slowking, and Slowbro art in there. Now, what I thought was really nice, Cherry has outdone herself. So when I go live streaming out and about, she got me one of these, which I think is a really, really beautiful thing. Also, might I just say, really shiny. And absolutely beautiful, by the way. So obviously, I've seen my teapot and teacup earlier. This beautiful teacup and saucer, Alice in Wonderland themed, rather beautiful. Trying to think. I know there is one more, but I will show you at the very end because at the minute there's all my cards are currently sat on it. So I will show you that bit at the end. But right, where did I put that pack? Christ, I am so lackadaisical. I've just had it a second ago. Ah, here it is. Right, last pack. Can we finish on some last pack magic? Here's the code card. All right, so fire type energy. Into Nimble, Piloswine, Boltund, Sandile, Fire Breather, Ceruledge, Wigglytuff, Reverse Nimble, Reverse Gramble, and finishing on a Toxtricity. But overall, the box was quite very kind to us, I think. So overall, not a bad box, I don't think. So the Full Art Switch, the Mega Gengar EX, Miss Magius EX, and the absolutely stunning Piplup illustration rare. Not a bad box at all. Beautiful stuff. So let's quickly tidy this up and I'll then flip back to myself to show you the very last thing that Cherry got me. So you might have just seen it flash briefly, but yeah, the Piplup is absolutely beautiful. How about this? There's absolutely gorgeous playmat of every single form of my Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking in full majesticness. Let me just bring that a bit closer to the camera there for you. Is that not just the most beautiful playmat? Totally not biased at all, by the way. The bottom Slowpoke there is most certainly me after I finished a day of work. Could have easily just been an EX. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yep, you're not wrong there, Keely. Oh, and to be fair, I'm also wearing quite a few other Pokemon related merch. This one was gifted to us by a really good couple of friends of ours. So they really gifted me a really nice shirt, two shirts. Hopefully the next one I might wear in the next video I do. Yeah, couldn't agree more. I love that playmat. It's going to be used a lot more. Exactly, heavy metal. Love that. Love this particular version of the shirts they're doing. Yes, the Pokemon Center Kagura. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I might still have a few of those in stock, perhaps. I mean, it seems to be fairly well stocked on Mega Japan. If you've not checked out Mega Japan, by the way, I would highly recommend doing so. They've got some access to some really good stuff over there, especially if you also like your Sitting Cutie plushes. They have some stuff over there which sometimes the UK Pokemon centers or US Pokemon centers may not necessarily have in stock 100% of the time. So it's worthwhile checking out as well. They have access to quite a few other franchises as well. So if you're into everything anime related as well, it's worth checking out. Absolutely. There we go. I think I might give it another 5-10 minutes or so, and I think I might then call it there because I think I've got a few things to sort out before. Annoyingly, I've got to go into work tomorrow for New Year's Eve. Is everyone off for New Year's, or have you got guys who've got work to do? Yeah, I mean, if we want to organise a group trip to go over to Japan, I'm not saying no. It's pretty weird, just my. It's mightily warm in this hat, let me tell you. Yep, I hear your pain on that one. Hear your pain on that one, most definitely. Working every hour that God sends, and yeah, not fun. I just opened pantry tomorrow morning, and then I'm on cold prep on Thursday. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound too bad. I could be wrong on that, but it doesn't sound too bad. Bless you. It's all good. We do what we can, don't we? George just staring at computer screens all day. Stiff neck. Well, the thing is, though, Potts, at least you're still doing the volunteer work. It's all fine. I mean, again, arguably, I would also say Maxine, but looking after kids is a full time job, though, right? At least that's. I mean, at least that's what I think anyway. Kids are a full time job. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, blimey. I think that's the next. I think that's the next stage of my hat game. As I need to put some ventilation holes in there or something. Eventually, you might start seeing a little puff of smoke coming out of the hat. Eventually. Oh yeah, coming up. Oh crumbs up. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, if you start seeing a little smoke tuft coming out of my hat, then you know I've got to start getting a ventilation hole for the hat. As well, that's to be fair, that's also something I probably will want to evolve over the next year or so. Get more hats. Can never have enough hats. Although Cherry might disagree with that statement. Thing, what kind of hat can I go for next? I'm not entirely sure. Have you guys seen the Christmas hat that I had this year? For those who haven't seen it yet. Ooh. I mean, a Galarian wheezing hat would be awesome. I mean, to be fair, this is one of the most. This is one of my more favourite renditions I've had lately. I was possibly thinking of either getting a flat cap or a trilby. I'm not sure yet. Just to add more customization or variation into the mix. And who knows? Maybe these guys might get some more hats. Who knows? Maybe small little tiny ones. Miniature top hats for all. Well, I'm not going to lie, the ears make it ever so slightly heavy. It's heavy. I still need my Captain Pika cap. I mean, somebody went, well, bear type. Sounds like you got a cool person walking around in Tesco's near you. I sense. Let's get this back off again. Back to regularly scheduled programming with this hat. Oof. Right, and to be honest, I think I might actually call it here tonight, to be honest, because my I'm starting to feel the fatigue after doing a late night shift before starting the stream. So I'd just like to say again, massive thank you for everybody who showed up for tonight's stream. I'm couldn't be more thankful for every single one of you who took your time out of your evenings to come and visit me, say hi, pop by, listen to me play some violin, open some packs, all that good stuff. And of course, if I don't see you all before in the meantime, have a happy and blessed new year. May all of your dreams, wishes, and all of your endeavors be successful. And until the next time, may your packs be blessed. No worries, you do not need to worry at all, Potts. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. And yes, exactly. Happy New Year, everybody. And until the next time, may your packs be blessed. And I bid you all farewell.